Warning! The Stone Age Gamer podcast includes a lot of bad language. Cover your motherfucking ears.
Good evening and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer podcast. I'm Kris Randazzo and I'm coming in hot. Joining me tonight is the world's most world-changing gray box, Dan Ryan.
What? I don't know what that means at all. I'm excited.
It's gonna make sense. It's 10, 20, 30, 40 times since we're doing something for Halloween next week. And boy, have we got some heavy hitters to talk about tonight. How quickly did Sega fall off in 1995? Don't screw up your mind adventure because the Stone Age Gamer podcast starts now. Hi everyone, this is episode 589. It's the week of October 24th, 2025, and welcome. For anyone new here, this is the official podcast of StoneAgeGamer.com. Dan and I talk every week about what's happening in the world of video games from a retro gamer's perspective, as well as whatever the heck else is going on in our lives. Speaking of which, Dan, talk to me for a minute while I eat this pizza.
Oh, yeah, sure. Things are good. I went immediately after work today. My friend Elena from college, lovely person, love her to pieces. She has an obsession with very, very tiny dogs, very small dogs. Like, she's like, if it's over 5 pounds, I'm not super into that idea. But if it's under 5 pounds, I'll be there with fucking bells on. And we got a lead from our new breeder friends that are Russian toy poodle breeders. They were like, this one that we have here has a bit of an underbite, so we can't sell it for the outrageous amount of money that we usually sell these Russian toy poodles for, because I think at this point right now there's something like 700 of them in the country currently. I have personally adopted out 3 of them. So, like, I know that doesn't seem like 3 out of 700 isn't a lot, but when you consider the size of the country, we have, like, a percentage of the market, which is, like, a weird thing to say. But this one had an underbite, so they were like, we can't sell it because there's so few of them here. Like, you're trying to sell to other breeders and dog shows and that sort of thing. They have to be, chef's kiss, picture perfect kind of thing. So I get a picture of this 1.07 pound dog said to me, and I was like, well, fuck, Elena has to have that. So I sent her the picture, and she was like, I'm already at your house. What is fucking happening? So I went and picked up the little homie today, and he was so fun. He was at my house for about an hour before Elena got there, and he was chasing after the other dogs like he was a fucking big dog. I was like, dude, you're a pound. Literally, I've taken shits bigger than you. Like, literally. This is fucking nuts. I don't know if I've ever shit a full pound, by the way. I've never measured. But I assume I have. I've definitely eaten a sandwich that big. Like,
you don't
the
weigh
snakes.
your own shit?
No. Do you? Should I?
You've got a bidet, but you don't have a toilet scale? What is this?
Kind of fucking madhouse do you live in? Jesus Christ.
Doing things way out of order here, Dan.
Right. No, he was fucking chasing the cats and the other dogs, and he was like, I'm a fucking big dog, what's up? He's like growling and barking at him. It's like, holy shit. You're a pound and you're 11 weeks old. You have, you're just... Boy, what a fucking shit show you are.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah, 7.
On Discord, is there an ice cream sundae next to your name?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. Let's go find out. I'm not looking at Discord. Next to my name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What the hell's that about?
Oh, that just says that I'm chilling right now. Or I could click this one. Now it says I'm gaming.
Oh, now it's swords.
Yeah. If I put this one, I'm going to put the toilet paper. Because I'm very often shitting.
Is that new? I don't think
I've ever seen that before, but I'm definitely keeping the toilet paper there.
Sorry to interrupt. I just Looked over at my second screen and was like, "What the hell is
That's
this?"
fine. Oh, my second screen.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
I'm living large.
Some fucking fancy fuck you are.
I'm fancy as fuck. You'll see all day.
That's right. Fanciest fuck I've ever fucked.
So sorry.
Whoa. What?
I'm so sorry about all the chewing noises.
I'm not.
Sorry.
Don't be. I've eaten on this show plenty of times. Fuck it.
True, I'm probably going to edit most of it out, but
people.
Still, I'm hungry. It's 8:41. We're starting an hour late.
Yeah.
Hour and a half late.
Hour and a half late. And I am not doing well. So I'm tired. Like, it hit me. I'm sitting on the couch and I was like, why do I feel so? I was like, oh, because we haven't like started recording. Fuck. Okay, cool. I'm tired. Because like, it's the end of the week. I'm tired. And then I was like, all right, I got all geared up and all fucking geeked up to record the show. And I came down here and I sat down and I was like, oh yeah, Kris isn't going to be here for a while. Son of a
trunk or treat.
Son of a bee sting. Yeah.
We're almost done.
That's fine. I mean, like, that's fine. So anyway, so Elena came over and I got to hang out with my friend Elena for a little bit, and I haven't seen her in quite a while, since the last time she adopted a dog from us. And then I got cancer, so obviously I didn't see anybody. She was like, we should hang out because, like just go to like you guys can come down and like hang out with me and my husband and like whatever. Because, every time I come up here, it's really fucking expensive. I was like, no, I get that. Yeah. He's,
oh, good Lord.
Yeah. You're coming up here to adopt a dog. So, Yeah.
Speaking of things being expensive, there were like way fewer cars at Trunk or Treat this year. And I think it's because it's gotten so expensive to buy candy. Like, you need to have at least 1,000 pieces of candy to even like sign up.
Really?
Yeah, because tons of people come to this thing, and like, I think there were just a lot of people that couldn't swing it. We couldn't. We usually like split a car,
right,
with a couple of friends of ours, and even that was just like, no, man, we don't have the where two of the three of the families, like me and the Dentons, and then we're just like, no, we just don't have that. It's just not happening this year. Sorry.
Yeah,
it seems like it happened to a lot.
The big whatchamacallit, the big like neighborhood thing that they do in Haddonfield, where like they shut the fucking streets down and all that stuff. The police chief came out and was like, nah, dude, not doing that this year. Sorry. Not happening. I think for a couple of reasons. I think the word has gotten around a bit, and there's way more people that come from out of town, to this event. Like, Haddonfield's a pretty big town. Barrington, the neighbor town, like the Haddon Township, like, oh, that's pretty big. But we're pulling in, like, when I was walking down that street, or when I dropped the kids off with Tiff last year, which was just an absolute disaster. We talked about that last year, I think, though. Everybody's still,
I think so. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, everybody's very upset about it. Like, I dropped them off, and it was like, holy shit, this is like being at fucking Disney World. This is crazy, the amount of people that are here. So I think people just kind of got tired of all of like the, for lack of a better term, outsiders coming in,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I have to assume, I mean, definitely like kids that didn't go to the school were there. And that will sell tickets to, I guess, anybody.
Sure.
But like there was definitely some like high schoolers and shit there. That's not nothing. I'm sure the PTO made plenty of money, which is, kind of the point, that
right,
giving kids a good time. Whoa, God,
what
settle
the
down.
Fuck was that?
So the gambler stuff is on Thursdays now.
Right.
And I got it last night, but how do I make you shut up? Like, there used to be a little, they've changed everything, and there used to be a little speakery thing that I could be like, yo, shut up. There it is. All right. So anyway, I'm trying to like burn through my winnings.
Okay.
Which has not been going super great, but, it's better than the nothing that I had before, so.
Yeah, I mean.
Some free money is better than no free money, I suppose.
That is true.
That is the way of things. Anyways, I guess we should probably, start talking about shit, huh?
I mean, yeah. Why not?
There is a lot going on.
Okay. Well,
a lot.
Put it in me. Let's do it.
Okay. So 10, 20, 30, 40. Well, we're going to technically do a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is not going to be an ongoing thing. We had a special request from Ferg to mention the 50.
Right.
So I'm going to mention the 50 when we get there. But for now, 10, 20, 30, 40, this is where we talk about notable game releases from decades past. Games that came out 10, 20, 30, and 40 years ago. It's a very complicated process, but I think y'all can follow along. Anyways, fair warning, the 10 is pretty bland. So let's just kind of roll right through October 2015.
Okay.
Just not a whole lot of really interesting stuff happening. I was doing the notes today and just looking at this wow, this is really something. So, PlayStation 3, 28 releases. The bunch of DLC and PSN garbage, plus Transformers Devastation, Minecraft Story Mode, Guitar Hero Live, and WWE 2K16. Whereas over on the Xbox 360, also the previous generation, they had 30 releases. Pretty much all exactly the same, except Transformers, Minecraft, Guitar Hero Live, WWE. But I also saw WRC 5, those racing games, WRC. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like people cared about those.
Yeah.
And the Wii is back on the table with 3 releases this month.
Oh, shit.
Just Dance 2016.
Uh-oh.
Just Dance Disney Party 2.
Uh-oh.
And Monster High New Ghoulan School.
Oh, the New Ghoulan School. One of my favorite ghouls. Love when it's a new ghoul.
And then rounding out the previous generation, we had one Nintendo DS release, which was the Disney 2-pack, Frozen Olaf's Quest, and Big Hero 6 Battle in the Bay. And PSP is still as absolutely nothing until December. So, previous generation, fine. Guitar Hero Live.
Yeah, Guitar Hero Live is cool.
That was the big attempt to make Guitar Hero a thing again, and it did not go over well. I seem to recall that game coming out and disappearing pretty quickly. I remember some people thinking Transformers Devastation was kind of cool. Minecraft Story Mode is interesting, and I believe completely unplayable now.
Yeah, did I like Devastation? I don't remember if I liked Devastation. I think I did. Is that the cel-shaded one? The Platinum Games?
I don't think so.
Cel-shaded thing?
Based on the cover art, I'm going to say probably not, but I don't really know for sure.
Oh, let me take a peek here. Transformers Devastation is a game that came out at some point in the... Oh, yeah, this is it. Yeah, never mind. I take it all back. Okay. This game's fucking dope as shit. This is made by Platinum Games.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome.
So good.
This game is okay, so it's not a good game, but it is a super fun game. You just run around and you beat the shit out of things, and you're Transformers, and it makes the noises real good.
It more than meets the eye.
I was waiting. It more than meets the eye, man. It's got Devastator in it. Devastation, it's got Devastator in it. You could play as Grimlock. Yeah, this game rules, and I will hear no argument against it.
Okay, good times.
Thank you.
Well, onto the current generation stuff, which is ever so slightly more interesting. PS4 had 65 new releases. Again, a bunch of DLC and PSN garbage. But we also had Rock Band 4, Guitar Hero Live, Minecraft Story Mode, WD 2K16. Super Meat Boy finally hit the PlayStation 4, and you also got Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection. So it's not so bad. Not too bad.
Outstanding fucking collection. Meat Boy is, that's meat.
It's good on any platform it shows up on. Meanwhile, the Xbox One had 55 releases, and it's just the same. It's the same. Minecraft, Guitar Hero and Transformers. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So
you were right. This is go well.
The Wii U had 25 releases, a bunch of absolute nonsense, plus Guitar Hero Live, but also Octodad Dadliest Catch, which is a great game, and Yoshi's Woolly World, which I absolutely loved.
Yeah. I did not spend like any time at all with Woolly World, but I know the kids really dug it. We did, however, spend a ton of time with Octodad Dadliest Catch, and they still, like, Penn will go over to Cash's place, and they will, I say that like they're part of the show. My child will go to her friend's house, and they will still play that game because, like, it still really holds up. It's not a game that is going to age poorly, which is awesome.
Yeah, good stuff. Shocking to me, the Ouya saw 4 releases this month.
Son of a bitch.
It's Nothing, Magic Rampage, Party Golf, and R-Type. I didn't know R-Type was on Ouya.
I didn't either. I mean, I feel like they put R-Type on anything.
I mean, clearly, if it landed on Ouya.
You know? Is it on a toaster yet?
It must be. You could probably play R-Type in Doom.
On a pregnancy test.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 3DS had 16 releases, a bunch of nonsense, but also The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes and Chibi Robo Ziplash.
So people really like this Chibi Robo thing, right?
All right. People really like the first Chibi Robo. Not a lot of them, but the people that do really like it, myself included, think it's really cool. Chibi Robo is just a very adorable character design. I'm a big fan of Chibi Robo, and I do rather like the Chibi Robo games. I thought... So Ziplash is pretty different from every other Chibi Robo game, because that one is a platformer.
Okay.
Whereas the other Chibi Robo games are kind of like these 3D things that are about like doing chores and stuff. They're very odd. Ziplash was definitely a straight up platformer, action-y kind of thing with Chibi Robo aspects. It was I liked the game, but it had this one thing about it that was devastatingly awful that really, really killed it for people. So you can't really choose where you're going to go next, which is absolutely ridiculous. So you finish a stage, and then you have like, okay, well, I found the things in this stage. Now I've got to go to another stage. But the stages are all chosen like you get a little roulette wheel or something at the end of them. It's all done by chance. So you could have beaten every level in the game except for one and just consistently not luck into going to that last level you need and just keep replaying levels that you've already played over again because you just can't choose what level you're going to go to. It just grinds everything to a halt. I remember on my one playthrough of it, I was having a decent amount of fun during the games themselves, like the actual regular levels. And then I needed 2 more stages, and I just kept having to replay these other stages over and over again because I just wouldn't land on those other stages. It was pretty terrible. It was a really unforgivably bad design choice there.
That's really weird.
It's quite tragic.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah, not a fan. Then Triforce Heroes. Triforce Heroes is also pretty solid. It's like Four Swords in that it's a multiplayer Zelda game. It's it's good. I never finished it myself because it wasn't super fun to play by myself, and I didn't really have anybody else to play it with because I didn't know anybody else who had it because it's a very niche Zelda game. The stakes are incredibly low as far as story is concerned. It's about fashion, and it's got a weird art direction. It's neat. It's a neat game, and I like it. And I kind of like the fact that it's kind of low stakes. It's just, not everything needs to be about the end of the world. Sometimes things fun can just be fun.
That's right, Stephen Moffat. Are you listening? Sorry.
No, he's not. 2 out of 16 ain't bad. And then the PS Vita got 10 releases. Super Meat Boy, Farming Simulator 16, and then a bunch of DLC and Japan games and stuff. I don't know. So, it was a fine month. There was some, like Octodad, Woolly World, Chibi Robo, a new Zelda game, Minecraft Story Mode. Decent, but not
Transformers.
Really exciting.
It's good.
Yeah, Transformers. It's good. It's good.
It's not blowing my skirt up though. As a birthday celebration month, it leaves me wanting.
Yes, leaves a lot to be desired, but there is some fun stuff ahead. Because now we're jumping back into the 20 years hence. Sure, I think that's how that sentence works. We're going to go to October 2005. The PlayStation 2, once again, hitting us with just... We didn't know how good we had it.
We didn't.
PlayStation 2 had 56 releases in October 2005. Again, this is before DLC. Right? This is all physical releases.
Nuts.
Just physical releases. Now, these are just the highlights, mind you. As I read the highlights, listen to this goodness. Ratchet Deadlocked, Soul Calibur 3, Resident Evil 4, Taito Legends, The Sims 2, Battlefield 2, MLB 2K5, Jack X Combat Racing, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, Shadow of the Colossus, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi, The Warriors, SSX on Tour, SOCOM 3, Nightmare Before Christmas, and FIFA 06.
Damn.
There's a little something for everybody there.
Yeah.
I mean, like, these weren't all games that were like, oh, I love every one of these games. But these were all big deals to the markets that they went towards, right? The PlayStation 2 port of Resident Evil 4. Huge deal that showed up on PS2. It's still better on GameCube, but whatever.
Sure.
It's still a great game on PlayStation 2. Soul Calibur 3. You got a new Ratchet and Clank game in Ratchet Deadlocked. You've got Ratchet and Jack, right? Jack Racing.
Yeah.
You've got your sports stuff with MLB and FIFA. You've got your extreme sports with SSX and Tony Hawk. You've got artsy stuff like Shadow of the Colossus. You've got anime stuff and Budokai Tenkaichi. You've got fan service like Nightmare Before Christmas. You've got SOCOM 3 and Battlefield 2. This is it's absolutely stacked.
It's a crazy month. That Nightmare Before Christmas game is legit. Like, that game's really fun.
It's pretty much like, I feel like it was like Devil May Cry, but Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, it was pretty solid. I remember playing through a bunch of it in my store at the time. That was good stuff.
I really, really enjoyed that game. I don't know actually, no, I do know whatever happened to my copy of it. I believe it is with She Who Will Not Be Named.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I still had it. This is a dope-ass game.
That's tragic. Well, continuing on, after that, the other systems did pretty okay as well. Xbox had 43 releases, largely similar, right? Because PlayStation 2 and Xbox had a lot of similar things. You still had Night Before Christmas, Battlefield 2, MLB 2K5, Tony Hawk, The Warriors, SSX on Tour, Sims 2. But Xbox also had Worms 4, Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil, Crash Tag Team Racing, Fable The Lost Chapters, Stubbs the Zombie, the GTA trilogy, which I believe this was the first time the GTA games showed up on Xbox, was like in the trilogy. I want to say that's the case, but I can't remember for sure.
I think so.
Serious Sam 2 and Call of Duty 2.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Sorry, Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1.
Your mom's a big red one.
Oh!
No, bazinga.
Damn,
got him.
Hardcore. So it's pretty solid Xbox month there.
It is. I love Stubbs the Zombie. It is not very good, but man, do I fucking love that game.
It's neat.
Yeah, I love the soundtrack is impeccable. It is one of the few video game soundtracks that not few. I have like 10. I feel like that's actually a lot. It's one of the video game soundtracks that I own. It was the Ben Gibbard of Death Cab for Cutie. He does a solo cover of Earth Angel. That was the song that Tiff and I danced to at our wedding. Because it was like video games and Back to the Future and Death Cab for Cutie. Like, oh, this is all rolled up into one. This is perfect. But like, what a wonderful little idea that should have been better than it was. But still, I love it.
Right. They A for effort. Big A for effort on that game. It is an interesting game to be sure. Over on the GameCube, we had some similar stuff. We had Lego Star Wars show up on the GameCube. We had The Sims 2, Crash Tag Team Racing, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, SSX on Tour, FIFA 06, plus Nintendo exclusives Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, and Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix.
So much Dance Dance.
Mm-hmm. I love DDR Mario Mix.
It's fun.
Love that game.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb with so much what's it? Oh, would you shut up, you stupid thing? It's got all this public domain music in it, which is super funny. Waluigi's sick dance moves. It's amazing. That game's a mess. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, I think, was a pretty big deal. I know Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is a big deal. That game's worth like a fortune now, I think.
Yeah.
So not so bad. But then we got the Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance is also kicking us with 44 releases. Game Boy Advance saw Gunstar Superheroes, which is great. Sims 2, Tony Hawk's American Skateland. Different title on that game, that system for some reason. Mm-hmm. Nightmare Before Christmas, Pac-Man World 2, Mega Man 04, and then just a whole ton of shovelware and GBA video.
Oh, man. Still love the GBA video.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
But this continues to be good, though. There's still more good stuff on the way, because the Nintendo DS... Now the Nintendo DS is getting its feet underneath it by this point, right? It's been out for a couple of months. We got 16 new releases for DS. We got Metroid Prime Pinball.
Okay.
The Sims 2. Digging Strike. Marvel Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Listen to these last three. Same month. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Trauma Center Under the Knife. And Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow.
Fuck. Well, there's your winner for the entire segment. Dawn of Sorrow is so fucking good.
Dawn of Sorrow is outstanding. Trauma Center, Phoenix Wright. Well, holy shit. Like, I know that's small potatoes compared to the sheer quantity of releases. And like PS2 had an amazing month, right? That was a ton of awesome stuff.
Yeah.
However, Resident Evil 4 was already on GameCube.
Yep.
Ratchet Deadlocked is not the best Ratchet game. Jack X is not the best Jack game. Shadow of the Colossus was an amazing game that played not so great on the PlayStation
that
2.
Needed two more systems before it was generations fully playable.
Before it could run properly.
Yeah.
But over on the DS, because you're not just getting like Phoenix Wright, Trauma Center, and Castlevania. They're all great, but they're also really good examples of how to take advantage of the DS.
Yes.
And I would also argue as well, Digging Strike, and Metroid Prime Pinball are excellent examples of just really utilizing the hardware. Phoenix Wright was a Game Boy Advance game, but using the touchscreen for the basic point-and-click nature of that game was phenomenal.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense to port it over.
Of course. Trauma Center, using the stylus for surgery, abso-freaking-lutely.
So fun.
Digging Strike was brilliant because it was like the top screen is Dig Dug 2, the bottom screen is Dig Dug 1. It was a really, really intelligent merging of those two games. Metroid Prime Pinball is just a fantastically fun pinball game, and the vertical layout of those two screens worked brilliantly. And Dawn of Sorrow, the touchscreen stuff is fine, take it or leave it, but constantly having the map available on the bottom screen is awesome.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. As simple as it is, that is all the Castlevania games needed on that second screen was just constant access to the map.
Yep.
Without having to press a button, it's just always there. Absolutely love it. What a killer freaking month.
Yeah, pretty fucking insane.
There are two other platforms. The PSP had an acceptable month with Star Wars Battlefront 2, The Hustle, GTA Liberty City Stories, X-Men Legends 2, The Con, SSX on Tour, FIFA 06, Virtua Tennis, and both NBA 06 and NBA Live 06. So
that's a pretty good
terrible.
month. Like those,
that's pretty solid.
Those FIFA games, like not FIFA. The GTA games, like whatever the two little ones were. Like
were Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories. that showed up on the PSP. And then
those were pretty big. Like
just
pretty
the
big
symptoms
deals
of the world around, right? Because Grand Theft Auto was like the hugest thing ever. I mean, it still kind of is.
Yeah.
Then you've got The Hustle and The Con, which are both games that are just designed to at least elicit the Grand Theft Auto mindset.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure The Hustle is a billiards game, but it's designed to look Grand Theft Auto-y.
Right. It's designed to sucker moms at Christmas time.
Yup. Into buying your kids a game named after a felony.
That's right.
And then you've got the N-Gage. That's right, the Nokia N-Gage hitting us with 6 releases. Catan, Atari Masterpieces Volume 1, High Seas, Rifts, Promise of Power, and X-Men Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse.
How the fuck does that play on the N-Gage?
I don't want to know.
Probably not well. Would be my educated guess.
Can't imagine it's super fun.
As a proud N-Gage owner, thank you, Jay. I can't imagine it plays very well.
Yeah, same.
Man.
Well, that's the 20.
I fucked Dawn of Sorrows,
that's a solid
man.
20.
Yeah, I mean that's a really solid 20, but Dawn of Sorrow is just my God.
Big bag of win.
Yep.
So then we move on to the 30. 30 was interesting.
It's 30
because we're in a really weird spot in the 30 because now we're at the end of the 16-bit war and the beginning of the 32-bit. So N64 isn't out yet, but you've got PlayStation happened last month, so now we're full on PlayStation versus Saturn. And we were also still in Sega versus Nintendo in the previous generation. So at least we kind of should be, because the Super Nintendo is definitely still coming with some pretty big titles, and Sega really did not do anything of interest this month.
Sega
Super
really
Nintendo
just shit the bed.
We're in the point where Sega is trying to support the Genesis, the Game Gear, the 32X, and the Saturn, and technically Sega CD all at the same time. So
that's a lot.
Yeah, they really shot themselves in the butt. But over on
oh Jesus Christ, Jesus!
Yes, I am very unprofessional. Unprofessional as shit. That's me.
God damn it.
So the Super Nintendo. Mortal Kombat 3, Spawn, Tecmo Super Bowl 3, and they had 11 releases. Tecmo Super Bowl 3, NBA Live 96, but for my money, the big ones, Secret of Evermore, and Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, one of the best games ever freaking made.
Touch fuzzy, get boner. That's how it goes,
you nailed it. With the boner. That's megaton shit right there.
Yeah,
Yoshi's Island was such a big deal on a couple of different levels too, because the fun thing about Yoshi's Island was that it just flew directly in the face of every trend in the industry, right? Because in 16-bit or the 16-bit arena, everyone's still chasing after Donkey Kong Country, right? That 3D rendered,
that
imaging,
realistic. Just as
you've got the polygon pushing in your 32-bit platforms.
Right.
And Yoshi's Island is just like, fuck it, sprites. We're going to make them beautiful. And God, did they ever.
Beautiful, bright game. Sprites.
Yeah. Absolutely nailed it. And pitch perfect platforming. It's just a marvelous game.
It's all right.
Yeah. But Sega's platforms, the Genesis had 8 releases. The only ones worth noting I found were decent. Got Mortal Kombat 3, NHL 96, Weapon Lord, and the original Vector Man.
Vector Man's cool. Vector Man's a cooler idea than it is a it's a cooler idea than it is game.
Yeah, it's like I don't the character design's pretty cool, the animation's pretty cool, like it looks really nice. but I've never.
I want it to be better.
It.
Yeah,
I want it to be fun to play, and I never found it to be.
Yeah.
Oh goodness! Sega CD struck out. 0 releases on Sega CD. 3 releases on 32X. We've got Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure, Virtua Fighter, and Colibri. Colibri, the hummingbird game.
That's right. I mean, fuck, you're kind of burying the lead. Virtua Fighter's amazing.
Yeah, Virtua Fighter. Yeah, the 32X version of Virtua Fighter is pretty solid. I'll give it that. But that's all I'm going to give it. Neo Geo had 3 releases. Shogi no Tatsujin, Master of Syogi.
Oh,
Voltage Fighter. Yeah, just that old gem, that chestnut. Voltage Fighter Gao Kaiser and Stakes Winner. And yes, these are North American released games.
That's right.
Neo Geo. These are not Japanese releases. I mean, I'm sure they did release in Japan, but these are the North American games. So that's a thing. Oh, God. The Jaguar had 2 releases. Power Drive Rally and Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure.
They were really pushing that Mayan Adventure, and they really didn't do what it needed to.
Especially on the Jaguar. This was the point where I became truly disillusioned with the Jaguar and was really okay with not getting one, because I was such a huge Atari fan, and it's like, oh, well, now there's a new Atari platform, and it's 64 bits. That sounds awesome. I got to get me one of those.
Yeah, it's going to be so
great. And then I went into the electronics boutique in my mall, and they had the Jaguar kiosk was playing Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure. And I'm like, all right, well, that's the Atari game, right? Pitfall is... Yeah, Pitfall is the Atari game, so the Jaguar version of this is probably going to be really good, because I had rented the Super Nintendo version, and it was pretty solid. And I couldn't wait to see I was like, oh, well, let's just try out Pitfall: Mayan Adventure, 64-bit, let's do it. And it looked almost indistinguishable from the Super Nintendo one.
Which is not what you want. Not what you want, with double the bits.
I had really hoped that... I just had high hopes for Pitfall on Atari, and I was pretty dramatically let down. So, yeah, no.
Yeah, they really fucking dropped the ball on that.
They did indeed. Speaking of dropping the ball, Jaguar CD had 2 games: Hover Strike, Unconquered Lands, and Highlander: The Last of the MacLeods.
Ooh, that is... I have not played either of those, and I know I don't need to.
Yeah, I don't think we're missing a whole lot. It really is a wonder why the Jaguar didn't stick around longer than it did.
There can be only none.
Yeah, the 3DO still up and kicking with 9 releases this month. Blade Force, D, The Last Bounty Hunter, Wolfenstein 3D, Electronic Arts Victor, Dragon Lore, The Legend Begins, and Alone in the Dark 2.
So, those games not on the 3DO sounds like a pretty solid month.
Yeah, I think people like D.
People do like the D, Chris.
I really do. People do like the D.
From what I understand. Not women, though. They seem to begrudgingly accept the D.
I mean, that's my experience. And begrudging at best.
Begrudging at the best of times. Yeah. Yeah. But I met a bunch of dudes who are like, I need more of that. So, maybe we're doing it wrong. That's all I'm saying. There's still time. Anyway,
There's still time.
Still time.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you got to respect the 3DO for still being here. Still out there trying. 3DO and Jaguar are still out there trying, even though they're technically part of this generation. But the real battle is PlayStation versus Saturn. And PlayStation came out with 7 titles this month. Mortal Kombat 3, WWF WrestleMania the arcade game, Cyber Sled, the original XCOM UFO Defense, Nova Storm, Tekken, and Zoop.
I mean, fuck, dude. Like, the first home port of Tekken is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Tekken is really good. I know a lot of people love the original XCOM. That's not a terrible month for PlayStation.
No, I mean,
not like blowing the doors off, but not bad.
But Tekken, Liam Neeson's in Tekken is so good.
Legitimate great.
Yeah.
Legitimately great. And the Saturn had 4 releases this month: Dark Legend, Off-World Interceptor Extreme, SimCity 2000, and their answer to Tekken, Virtua Fighter Remix. Which
was also really fucking good.
It was really good.
It's really good. And people really like SimCity 2000, right?
They do. I don't think the Saturn version in particular is what folks like to go after, but, SimCity 2000 was good stuff. It introduced plumbing. Plumbing wasn't in the original SimCity.
Man, who doesn't want to fucking digitally plumb?
I liked it. Oh, God. All right, Virtual Boy. Yeah, that's right, Virtual Boy, baby. We got 2 Virtual Boy games, Jack Brothers and Mario Clash.
See, I don't want to jack any brothers, is kind of where I'm at.
Look, it's all about the D, all right?
I know, I am aware, but then I had to, watch part of that fucking White Lotus show, and that's, a pretty strong plot point in one of the seasons, and I was like, all right, I mean, I'm kind of out. So, yeah. If you haven't seen White Lotus, but, somebody at work is like, you should really watch White Lotus. You should really rethink your friendships, is all I'm saying. Yeah.
Fair enough. Look, Jack Brothers is a pretty great game, and I also love Mario Clash. No, I've always been a staunch Virtual Boy defender. I know it's got its flaws, but I think there's some pretty good games on it, and we're looking at a couple of them.
Just put the games on the Wii U or on the Wii U. Jesus Christ. Put them on the fucking the Switch app, whatever you're gonna call it. Don't charge anybody. You don't have to do all of this. Just make the fucking games playable in black and white, or green and black would be fine. Something anything other than what you've done.
I mean, look, I'll play them in red, but also I just want them on the TV. I don't want to put my face into a thing anymore.
I do.
I don't need to be Jack and Bros with my face in the D, all right?
That cost me $100, baby. I gotta spend $100 to Jack Bros in with my face in the D. It's usually the other way around. They're usually paying you.
The bros are jacking you.
That's right. In communist Russia, bros jack you.
Bros jack you.
That's right. A fucking Yakov Smirnoff reference. That's where we're at, Kris.
I don't know if you can tell by all the yawning, but I'm tired. Oh boy. All right, Game Boy, 5 releases. Aladdin, Arcade Classics number 4, Defender and Joust. Madden, 96. NFL Quarterback Club, 96. And Shaq Fu, 96.
Oh boy.
I'm just kidding. There was no 96.
I know.
There was no 97.
But do you remember when video games came out and it was like, ooh, there's 2 games on this collection. It was like, oh, son of a bitch. And now there's includes 78 million titles. And you're like, I don't know if that's enough. You could have fit more on there.
That's value proposition's pretty low on
that
one.
It's pretty low.
I don't know, guys.
This only has most of the Bubsy games.
Seriously. Skip over Super Bubsy, the all-time classic. The all-time classic enhanced version of the original Bubsy.
Enhanced.
CD quality sound.
That's right.
Emphasis on the word quality.
Quality. Sharpening those claws, baby.
Damn right. And finally, we have the Game Gear with 4 releases. Frank Thomas Big Hurt Baseball, Phantom 2040, NFL Quarterback Club 96, and Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Mega Man on Game Gear is not spectacular.
No. Not as bad as Mega Man on DOS, though. So, like, that's a win.
Oh, God, no. Not even close.
No, that's a win.
The Game Gear one has that problem of everything being zoomed in too tight.
Yeah.
So you can't really see where you're going, which is kind of important in a lot of video games, I would say.
In most video games, other than, like, Zork.
True.
Because you just can't see.
It's all words.
Yeah.
You have to imagine it with your mind's eye.
Or whatever.
Anyways, so that was a pretty solid 30, right?
It is.
Not so bad. The 20 and the 30 are great. And then we got the 40. The 40 has not been great.
No.
And this month would be a similar situation if not for one major thing that happened.
One major? What's the major?
We've got nothing interesting in the arcades or on PC. The Atari 2600 still doesn't have anything until July 86. There were 2 Intellivision games released, Thunder Castle and World Championship Baseball.
Your mom's a Thunder Castle.
5200's got nothing else this year. No Game & Watches. No ColecoVision games. Possibly until 1989. But October 1985 was the limited NES launch in North America.
That's fair.
That is the life-changing gray box.
That is a life-changing gray box. You're not wrong.
Yeah, this changed everything. The NES was obviously huge.
Thought it was an old naked lady.
This was the test launch, so there actually aren't going to be any more NES games in the 10, 20, 30, 40 until June.
Oof. Hate that.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. But like this was like, all right, this came out in September 85 and like FAO Schwartz in New York. And I think June 86 was when you got the proper like big old rollout. But for now, we're talking 17 releases. Super Mario Brothers, 10-Yard Fight, Baseball, Clue Clue Land, Duck Hunt, Excite Bike, Golf, Gyromite, Hogan's Alley, Ice Climber, Kung Fu, Pinball, Soccer, Stack Up, Tennis, Wild Gunman, and Wrecking Crew.
It's the best launch lineup of all time.
It's pretty solid. There's definitely a lot of good stuff on there. Some interesting stuff like Clue Clue Land. That's definitely Clue Clue Land, Ice Climber. They're more interesting than they are good. From Irem's Kung Fu, Nintendo did an amazing job porting that, even though Irem didn't really tell them they could. Pinball is an all-time classic. Stack Up is a pile of garbage because it was designed just to sell Rob, which was designed to sneak the NES into people's house with Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Wrecking Crew. Oh, love Wrecking Crew. Love Super Mario Brothers. Obviously, one of the most important games ever released. There's just a ton of good stuff on here.
Yeah, really, 10-Yard Fight was good.
Yeah.
Like Excite Bike. Like, fuck, man.
Oh my god, Excite Bike. Yeah. That's so good.
That's such a killer fucking launch lineup.
Yeah.
And we didn't fucking know any better. We were just like, oh, the fuck is all of this? All of this is great.
This is great.
Amazing.
I'm in.
Yeah. I'm in there like swimwear.
And for the 50, where is Ferg's message? I want to make sure I get this right. That's pets. That's not going to get me what I need.
It's not what you need. That's pets. That's nudes. Do you have access to the nudes channel yet? Are you there?
No.
Are you a high enough Patreon?
No. Sorry. No nudes for me.
You're missing out on some good stuff.
Not the ones I have to pay for.
Oh, boy.
Hey. Where is
we're all very giving.
About the 50. Something about Pong, and I want to make sure I get it right. Let me look up 50. Ferg says, 50. Also, please throw me a bone by mentioning that the home Pong console came out 50 years ago, if you haven't recorded yet. Thank you kindly. You're welcome, Ferg. And consider it mentioned. Consider us done with the 10, 20, 30, 40. I don't have anything else to say. Do you have anything else to add?
Nothing other than that home Pong is still fucking great. It still holds up.
Hard agree.
Still fun. Like 50 years later.
Gotta love it.
That's right.
All right, we're going to take ourselves a quick break, and when we come back, if we're conscious, we're going to do Week Old News. Yeah, sure. Week Old News. Love it. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from geekade.com. Stick around. And now here's a quick look at what's new in the gratuitous Rainbow Spectrum at stoneagegamer.com. Good heavens, are you truly weary of the endless noisy cacophony of modern video games? Do you yearn for an evening of entertainment that requires a bit more cerebral fortitude? Well, this month, the Super Series Retro Review takes on the granddaddy of text adventures, Zork. This venerable 1977 title is entirely devoid of those tiresome polygonal graphics. 'Tis a game that ages like a book, indeed. It is a splendid affair, where your imagination is the true visual engine. Don't be a dullard! One simply must read the full reckoning and see why this Infocom masterpiece has earned its Hall of Fame reputation. Do give it a look on the blog today.
Fucking well done. No notes. Okay. My turn. Yo. Check the mic. 1, 2. We back in the studio dropping knowledge on the real OGs. Ain't no cap, fam. It's the latest PlayStation report. We talk about all the IPs that got the clout. Ones that is looking a little chopped. Jak and Daxter, PS2 mascots, they was fire. Their health rating is whack though. Sony, why you sleeping on this franchise? Jet Moto, that hover bike racer that was pure heat back in the day, is it time for a glow up? Yo, you gotta peep this report though. It's got the facts, the history, and the ratings. Don't be a buster and miss out on this deep dive. Click the blog, find the PlayStation report, jumps, journeys, and jet motos, and keep it Hondo P.
Oh my god, you guys. You are totally gonna scream. Stone Age Gamer just dropped the latest Friday Night Frights, and it is so seriously creepy. I can't even. Dan's reviewing Fatal Frame. It's this ancient PS2 game where you go into this haunted mansion, and the only thing you have is this totally vintage camera, and the camera Abascura, I think, to fight all these gnarly ghosts. Anyway, Dan's talking about how the atmosphere is so totally intense, and the ghosts are just way more terrifying than all those zombies in other games. Hello? They're using all Japanese rituals and cursed robes as if, guy. The atmosphere is totally unsettling, and the combat, you have to you let the ghost get super close and get a good shot. And no way. Stop being a total poser and get your butt over to the Stone Age Gamer blog. Guy. For all this...
for all this more fucking dope-ass shit and more, just go to the Stone Age Gamer blog and buy something, will you?
All right, everybody, we are back. We're still tired, but we're still going because the show must go on, which means it is time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment. Strap yourselves in for Week Old News. Welcome to Week Old News, where we discuss all the news that was new a week ago. We now take you live to Dan Ryan.
Well, good evening, Kris. First up,
good evening.
Welcome to the Stone Age Gamer podcast. I am your host, Dan Fantana, and
as if.
Oh god, I love this story. I love when shit like this happens. This is a weird. All right, so look, this is a weird episode so far already because we're both real tired. This is a weird roller coaster of news this week. It's just a weird week in news. So we start off on the relatively positive note. Our friends over at Push Square report that fans are bringing back a PS3 favorite racer from the dead. That's right. ladies and gentlemen, you can now go play Mod Nation Racers, which was a pretty dope little racing game. That was, it came out during the, I just skipped past it. Sony's Play, Create, Share push at the time. It was originally developed by United Front Games, the same studio that did Sleeping Dogs. It was a really cool game. You could like add a bunch of stuff to your racers, give them a lot of personality. It was really cool. But the servers went offline in 2018, which basically made the game unplayable. Right, there was some stuff still, but there was really no point. But the servers are back up, and you can go visit the link, which will, I assume, be in the show notes, to get the DNS address that you need and all that good stuff, and all the instructions on how to play Mod Nation Racers online in the year of our Lord 2025.
That is the magic of the internet.
Well done,
Sometimes
nerds.
The internet wasn't a mistake.
I mean, most of the time it was, but, you know, that's pretty cool.
Meanwhile, Time Extension reports one of the strangest PS1 games just got an English fan translation. Screamin' Mad George's Paranoia Scope is
Love that
now
name.
available in English. Yeah, so this dude worked on Big Trouble in Little China, Predator, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, and also Paranoia Scope for PlayStation. And now it is available in English for all those who know how to do such things, which we're not going to talk about here in extreme detail, because that would be untoward. But I'm really happy that this is a thing that exists.
Yeah, it's very cool. I love the name of that. I love that people are doing that. Just like I love people that are doing the things here in our next story, because Push Square reports that you can now complete your physical copy of Ghost of Yotei with a fan-made manual. So there's a dude on social media by the name of Too Old for Gaming. His actual name is Sandeep Rai, who has been making manuals for some of the bigger PS5 first-party releases, with his latest one being Ghost of Yotei. And they've got pictures here of both on Push Square and on his social media. It is a beautiful manual. He has done an absolutely incredible job on this manual. And you can go to his website, and for £5, or about $6.70, you can get a 36-page manual that is printed on high-quality silk paper that you can then stick into your copy of Ghost of Yotei.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
No, it's, I'm trying to keep
Based
it classy.
on last week's podcast.
Right in your cockhole. It's just, I love that people are doing this. It's really, really cool. And it really is a well done piece for your collection. He's doing really good work.
Yeah, there's a guy, I don't think it's the same guy, but there's a guy that was doing Nintendo Switch instruction manuals that looked really nice, and I really wanted to get them, but, money and all that.
Yeah.
But they're really nice looking, and it just makes me sad to know that instruction manuals aren't still a thing, because
right, they're just
even
gone.
though they weren't super useful, it's like, they're still just a piece of the package. Anyways, Push Square reports PS6 manufacturing scheduled to get underway in early 2027.
Still
off.
feels too early. Feels too fucking early.
We are nowhere near the end of the PlayStation 5's capabilities.
I don't feel like we are.
Nowhere near. Just stop it.
I don't feel like we are, but production in the beginning of 2027 means probably like a late 2027 release. If that's if things continue to go the way they're, what I don't understand though is just, I know America's not everywhere, but nobody is doing well anywhere. For the most part, it's not like we are the only country that's like, man, everything fucking sucks and my dick is on fire. Like, everybody's just kind of everybody's kind of in that same like dick on fire kind of spot right now, and it's just.
But the PlayStation, everything's getting more expensive. What are you going to make new hardware for? It's going to be even more expensive than that. I don't even understand the notion of even considering this right now. There's so much still to be done.
It doesn't make a ton of sense.
Seems counterintuitive.
I'm not thrilled about it because I know there are some things that are like the next generation stuff, right? That fuck, what is it called? I don't remember right now. It doesn't really matter. There are some things that are like a generational leap in technology that are available and like things to be excited about in the next generation of systems. But they're not necessarily things that you're going to like turn on the PS6 and be like, holy shit, look at that. And that's going to make it a hard sell, I think. What do I know? Anyway, so have you watched Peacemaker Season 2 yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So this isn't spoilers for you. Spoilers for anybody else who hasn't watched Peacemaker Season 2. Our friends over at Polygon report that James Gunn is baffled about Fortnite's controversy over Peacemaker's swastika emote. So,
I think we mentioned this when the controversy happened in the first place on Week Old News.
Right.
Several weeks ago.
Right. So, Fortnite put in some of the dance moves from the opening dance sequence of Season 2 of Peacemaker, and in one of the episodes, it turns out that the universe that Peacemaker went into apparently is the same universe where they were manufacturing the flags for some of the current workers for the Republican administration. Is that too on the nose? Does that have to be taken out? Just wondering.
I feel like the Peacemaker flags were a little more subtle than what
I
really
feel like they were. Jesus Christ. How'd you miss the big Hitler mural? I don't know. That was so funny. It was so good. So take that out if you want to or whatever. There's American things going on. It's crazy. But in the one episode of Peacemaker, Peacemaker realizes that the world that he has traveled into, that he says is the best universe ever, is one in which the Nazis have won World War II, and everybody there's a fucking Nazi, right? And some of the dance moves...
Weirdly, not everybody.
Well, yeah, weirdly not everybody, but, some of the dance moves in the opening sequence are evocative of a swastika. And what I found interesting about this was when you read the article, James Gunn claims, and I don't know how much I buy this, right? James Gunn claims that the choreographer had not read any of the scripts before choreographing the opening dance routine. And while I might buy that she didn't read the scripts, she had to know what was going on. If you've watched the opening dance number, I can't imagine somebody, a professional at their job, being like, well, why the fuck is Harcourt in here twice? Like, that is a question that they would probably ask. So
right, but even if they did, I don't know that they would probably just say like, it's an alternate dimension stuff, not like it's Nazi stuff.
I mean, but he definitely makes a fucking swastika. Like, he definitely does.
Like, sure. Like, yes, so, like, he does, but it's also like... Yes, he does, but also the way the dance... The way, like, between Season 1 and Season 2, the way the dance works, I could also see that it would be just totally innocent, as in, like, alright, well, this is just let's have him flap his arms because that's fucking funny, right?
I mean, what a
the dances
shocking
are
coincidence.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, they definitely are.
It would be a shocking coincidence, but also like that whole thing with him putting his arms out, like,
yeah,
there aren't a whole lot of options for where you can go with that. So,
no.
I mean,
but like when the major
I
plot
think
point,
I think it's intentional. I think it is too. I would also buy it not being intentional. That's a lot.
Yeah, I just find this like, I also I do find it a little bit disingenuous for James Gunn, who I like quite a bit, to be like, I don't understand. Like, really? You don't get why this might be a problem currently? Okay. All right, James.
Pretty sure you do.
Pretty sure you do. Also, watch Peacemaker Season 2 if you have not. It was fucking great.
Yes, it was outstanding.
The weirdest thing is, no matter how hard he tries, I always see The Rock. Even in Moana, where he's not actually in it, it's just his voice, I still see The Rock, because they make him do the fucking eyebrow every time in every movies, and like, I always see The Rock. And every time I watch an episode of Peacemaker, I completely forget that it is John Cena.
Yeah, he's very much that character.
It's so good. It's so good. And he's so good.
John Cena is a better actor than The Rock.
Without question.
Anyways, moving right along, GameSpot reports... Oh boy, this story made me so mad. GameStop reports AI can help save the, quote, broken, beaten, battered games industry, says Dev. This is the most tone-deaf bullshit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Glenn Schofield, a video game industry veteran known for co-creating the Dead Space series and working on multiple Call of Duty games, has said that the gaming industry is facing major challenges and that developers can look to artificial intelligence technologies to help solve some of the issues. And then we all, like, you know, rode the gumdrop rainbows back to Unicorn Town. Like,
yeah,
the games industry should embrace AI, not fear it. AI isn't here to replace us, he said. It's here to make us faster, better, and more efficient. And AI is for all of us. It really is. It's not just for directors and artists. It's for writers and marketing executives. Fuck all the way off. And when you're done fucking off, you find the fuck off fence, climb the fuck off fence, make it to the other side where you can't fuck off anymore, and then find a new way to fuck off forever. Because, no, AI is here to replace us.
Yeah.
No one is hiding that fact.
No.
It is literally being made to replace creativity. This whole, might cause disruption, blah, blah, blah. Remember, ideas are the lifeblood of the industry, he said to developers in the room, and those ideas, they come from you. For now. Do you think that any corporate executive, the microsecond that they think they can pull off creating something entirely from AI instead of paying the people to make things and get away with it, that they won't? Because they absolutely the fuck will. This is the most brain-dead drivel I have heard in ages. This is so fucking stupid. It makes stupid sound sane. This is so absurd. What are you talking about? What world are you living in where you think AI tech bros don't want to replace every creative person that they ever wished they could be?
Yeah.
Because that's the fucking point.
Yep.
The point of it is to steal as much as they can, as quick as they can, with no accountability, and then be like, look what I made. I put these prompts in, and it's just like wielding the paintbrush. It's just as much work. The fuck it is. No, they want to get rid of as many creative people as possible because they don't want to have to pay them. As few people as they can pay as possible. AI, all of it. If they can start selling AI slop, they will at the moment they can. That is exactly what it is there for, you fucking clown.
Like, we're at the point now where I was thinking about adding this story. Then I saw your AI story. I was like, nah, I won't. But yeah, we'll talk about it. So reports came out today that Triple H, Paul Levesque, in charge of, because boy, am I done with WWE. Like, I was already done with WWE, and like, they're having WrestleMania in Saudi and like all of that stuff. Like, all right, man, you guys are fucking fine, whatever. I really did like watching the Royal Rumble, but I guess I'm done. But the reporting came out today that Paul Levesque hired this dude. His name is, this is just the best. Cyrus Kawsari. Cyrus Kawsari, which sounds like a villain name, right? Sounds like the name of a villain in like a bad movie. He was brought on in September. He is WWE's new senior director of creative strategy. He used to work at a couple different like MMA places or whatever. And as he was introduced to the creative staff, he was introduced as the person that would lead WWE's transition into AI-based storytelling and integrate AI into creative services like video and graphics. This is going to be happening as Triple H takes on more roles within the current administration, like his involvement with the President's Council on Sports Fitness and Nutrition. And like we're getting to the point where now we're seeing like fucking like wrestling needs AI to come up with storylines. Like, are we fucking serious? This is what we're doing. Like, what? We've just lost the fucking plot. We've just lost the plot. I
hate it. Hate it all. Let's move on.
I do. Let's move on to one of two Intellivision stories this week. Time extension reports. This fucking... What the fuck? Intellivision reports, we brought the rivalry to an end. Atari reveals the Intellivision Sprint. So, Atari purchased the Intellivision name and the IP associated with Intellivision, and now they have already announced hardware that will be coming out that will include 45 built-in Intellivision games, easily connect to a modern TV or monitor. It comes with 2 wireless controllers that have the classic Intellivision disc on them. There are overlays for every game. There's a USB-A port that can connect original Intellivision 2 or Intellivision and Intellivision 2 controllers with adapters. Can be used to play additional games. All of this is coming out very, very soon. For probably, a price I think people would be willing to pay. So Time Extension is a British site, so it's £120, which is, I think, converts to around like $130, $140, and it's shipping in December. And if you're an Intellivision kid who was really, really excited about the Amico, here you go. They did it. I know it's not new games. I get that. But like, you have a phone and a tablet. I'm sure you do.
Hey, you know what? It's respect being put on the Intellivision brand, which I appreciate. I like that. And these things are for a niche audience, and Atari knows that
for sure.
But they've had a lot of success with their 2600 plus and 7800 plus lines, and I do find it a little odd that this isn't explicitly part of their plus line. But,
right, the Intellivision Plus just makes sense.
Yeah, but this is them trying something a little different, and we'll see. I think it's really cool. The wireless controllers are an interesting addition. It's neat. I wish I had the money to pick one up, because I wouldn't mind messing around with it for 5 minutes and then never touch it again.
Never,
because I'm just not a huge Intellivision fan.
Touch it again.
But it's an interesting thought.
Yeah,
I'm glad it exists.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta go see if I can get this dog to come out into my office, because we've been having issues with Indiana. Hold on.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay, Avatar: The Last Airbender announces new fighting video game and animated series. This comes to us from Nerdist. This new Avatar fighting game looks really freaking cool. That's the whole story.
Yeah, I just don't care about Avatar even a little bit. I hated that movie. Oh,
God,
no, wait, sorry.
Oh.
Avatar The Last Airbender. My bad.
What
I totally
the
forgot. No,
heck?
never mind. Yeah.
Sweet
That's
Jesus.
why I thought it was so weird. It was like, I just
Yeah,
don't give
no.
a shit. Yeah,
The Last Airbender. The game looks really good. Loving this art direction. Very, very true to the shows. I'm very curious what other characters are going to be in it, because so far they've only shown Avatar characters and Korra. So we haven't gotten any other Korra characters yet. Let's see. Avatar Legends: The Fighting Game, which is a terrible name, but
yeah,
I guess
it's not a great name.
Does wear its name right on its sleeve.
Sure.
It will include Aang, Katara, Sokka, Zuko, Azula, Toph, and Korra. So, I mean, looking at the way the game works, I'm pretty stoked about what could potentially be here. Like, watching them all like come out and bust out, like, you know, Zuko comes out in a blue spirit mask and
sure,
or does a bunch of fire bending and stuff. Like, cool. So, like, let's get Bolin in there and doing some lava bending. And I'm very curious what other characters are going to be in there, especially from the Korra universe. And I'm also very curious about the new the new animated series and whatnot. I think the next Avatar is an Earthbender, I think, is from the picture that they showed. I honestly can't remember, but I'm really excited about this. Really excited about this. I don't know that I'm going to play a whole lot of it. I don't play a lot of fighting games on my own these days.
Right.
But I love the fact that this exists. It's very, very good looking.
Time extension reports. Not interested in selling it to haters. And Intellivision Amico just sold on eBay for over $2,200. So apparently Pat the NES punk, who has not been a fan of Mr. Tallarico or the Amico this entire time, spotted that a complete, functional, with one battered controller and another non-functional prototype controller, recently sold on eBay for about $2,210. The seller is believed to be the former CEO of Koch Media, which was bought by Embracer Group, which was then known as THQ Nordic. In February 2018, rebranded as Plaion in 2022. That company was supposed to be distributing the Amico in Europe, so that would make sense as to how he got his hands on this system. However, I am going to read the description to you because it is just a worldwide rarity, a functioning, genuine Intellivision Amico console with two controllers, the world's only EU Amico power supply, and the limited sealed game packs of Biplanes, Brain Duel, and Rigid Force Redux Enhanced. Each contains a working RFID card, triggers a website launch on a smartphone, a coin, and a 3D lenticular card. When the console is turned on, the Running Man button on the console lights up, and the standard Running Man, the classic Intellivision logo, appears on the screen, which can be connected using a standard HDMI cable. After about 20 seconds, the Running Man begins to walk, in quotes. So, like, what is he doing if he's walking, in quotes? Before the Amico logo is displayed in a spectacular animation, the iconic Amico voiceover plays. Because, you know, we all remember the iconic Amico voiceover. The dashboard
from the system that nobody could play?
The dashboard that appears where the Amico controller test, Farkle, and Rochambeau apps can be seen. When you whatever, fuck off. Like, just... The seller of the prototype insisted that this system would not be sold to haters and that they still love the Amico idea. Just what are we... Who fucking bought this?
I mean, these were going to start showing up on eBay for insane collectors. Like, it was just going to happen eventually. The fact that it's not for haters, I think, is absolutely hysterical because the whole Tommy Tallarico haters nonsense.
But like, so is there anyone
I am a crazy
left?
Collector. I love hardware, but like, Jesus, never.
Is there anyone left that thinks this thing is still coming out?
I think there's got to be
probably
somewhere.
Right.
Probably not me. All right,
fucking wild.
Final story we got of the night is kind of a sad one. IGN reports Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden 2004 creator Tomonobu Itagaki dies aged 58. Fans react to final message. Quote, I am proud to say that I followed my beliefs and fought to the end. Yeah, this guy was a divisive personality.
Yeah.
I can't say that I was a huge fan of him and a lot of his work. I think the original Xbox Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Black are just really phenomenal games, but they also have nothing to do with Ninja Gaiden, which was a very specific choice, which I think was a weird, very specific choice. Like, why are you making a Ninja Gaiden game and proudly proclaiming that you've never played a Ninja Gaiden game before? That's kind of weird to me.
It is kind of weird.
Whatever.
It is kind of weird. He was definitely a dude that marched to the beat of his own drum and got way too high off of his own supply. Like, Dead or Alive was never as good as everybody claimed it was. It just had bouncy tits,
boobs,
which is fine. Boobs. But just like, be honest about it. Like, I respect the hell out of Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. I legitimately respect the hell out of that game because that is just admitting what it is. And there's no shame in that. Like, stop being fucking weird about it, and people will stop also being weird about it. Like, if you want to fucking jack bros to Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball, then, like, go nuts, man. You're not fucking hurting anybody. It's fine. Don't be ashamed of your shit. It's cool. But, like, I actually gained a ton of respect for him at that point. And I also do respect the fact that he was like, fuck you, this is me. Like, I kind of love that. Like, you know, for better or for worse, you know, I'm not a huge, like you said, I'm not a huge fan of his work. Ninja Gaiden, the original one, was good. That, you know, they were good. It was fine. I didn't
disagree. They were great.
I liked him. I didn't love him. You know, I thought it was fine. I never really cared for the Dead or Alive games. I didn't play this, what was it, Devil's Third? Was that the Wii U thing?
Oh, God, Devil's Third was a disaster, yeah. There was a Wii U game that sold like 14 copies or something. Absolute unmitigated disaster.
Yeah. And he was always like, he was a much bigger Xbox guy. Like, he had said something like at some point of like, the Sony system is a piece of shit. I'd rather design everything for Xbox, like, which is fine, but didn't engender any goodwill in Japan. You know, as Microsoft has famously struggled to gain a foothold there ever. Yeah, just a weird dude. But 58 is too fucking young. And it sounds like he had been sick and fighting something, so, you know, I don't want to necessarily speculate on what that thing might have been. But I kind of love the fact that his final message is one that he wrote. You know, it's something that he was able to prepare and go out on his own terms in as much as any of us can, and that's not nothing.
I agree. Like, it's too young. I'm obviously curious what happened to him.
Of course.
Whole ass message is very cryptic, but
yeah.
Rest in peace there, Itagaki, in your sunglasses and cowboy hat.
And leather jacket. Maniac.
We're going to take ourselves a second break. And when we come back, we're going to check in with the checkpoint. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from geekade.com. Stick around. you enjoy the Stone Age Gamer podcast and other shows on the Geekade Podcast Network? Do you wish you could listen to them sooner than the regular unwashed masses? Do you wish you could contribute in some way? Well, then you should check out the Geekade Patreon. Yes, the Geekade Patreon is a wonderful and very much appreciated way for you to help us pay the bills and keep our shows running week after week. As a Geekade patron, you'll get a monthly podcast topic schedule and early access to nearly every show on the Geekade Podcast Network, as well as access to a patron-exclusive monthly show called DC's Amazing Movie Time from the creators of the Weekend Rental podcast. So head on over to patreon.com/geekade and become a loved and appreciated member of the Geekade Patreon team and get early access to shows like the Stone Age Gamer podcast, this week's episode, Turning Tracks, and a whole lot more. See you there.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Andy. Neither of us are David Crane, but we are the hosts of David Crane's Amazing Movie Time.
That's our monthly Geekade Patreon exclusive podcast that covers movies that are cult classics, weird, or just sometimes laughably bad.
We ourselves have at least two of those qualities, so I guess it makes sense to hear what we think of those movies in retrospect.
You can hear all that and more by becoming a Geekade Patreon supporter.
And, as always, be kind, rewind.
Do you miss the days when you'd get a fresh issue of Nintendo Power in the mail every month? It was stacked with reviews, previews, and all manner of cool new stuff about the world of Nintendo, and it even came with a free poster. Well, you don't have to miss those days anymore because Nintendo Force is here. Functioning as a spiritual successor to Nintendo's classic magazine, Nintendo Force is staffed with top-notch writing talent, and me for some reason, to deliver fresh new reviews, previews, and more right to your door every other month. And yes, posters are still included, except ours are double-sided. So if you want the thrill of learning all about the world of Nintendo in physical format, head on over to NintendoForceMagazine.com and learn all about it. Nintendo Force Magazine, the force of Nintendo fans. All right, everybody, we are back. We've got one segment left, and I'm pretty sure we're going to make it. I feel confident.
I don't know.
Dry and secure.
Whoa, Jesus, that went places.
So it is time for the checkpoint.
Checkpoint!
It's where Dan and I talk about what's been going on in our lives. I got a bunch to talk about, so why don't you go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I don't actually have a ton to talk about this week. I did put a bunch more time into Silk Song, and man, that game just continues to be bigger than I thought. I really thought I'd be done by now. I'm like, almost 30 hours in, and I really thought I'd be done, but I'm like making my way through the fucking clockwork section right now, which is crazy. I keep finding all these new areas that are not progressing me towards like the main goal of the game, but I'm like, fuck, this looks so interesting. I'm just going to fuck around in here for a bit. I've gotten to some pretty tricky platforming sections over the last couple of days. And it's interesting. So I'm playing it on my PC, and I've had my PC hooked up down here in the office, and I've been playing it with the SN Pro 2, I think is what the 8-bit do control. 8-bit do Pro 2, whatever the fuck. I've been playing with that wired into the computer, and I moved that computer up into the living room, and now I'm playing with a wireless controller over a Bluetooth connection, and there's a bit of lag that, thankfully Silk Song is not a precise platforming or intense combat game where every fucking movement counts. So I'm like having to kind of learn how to adjust for that lag, as well as playing it up on a bigger screen, which is certainly different. So that's kind of stunted some of my progress this week. But the reason that I moved, because you're not playing it, right? You haven't gone back to it?
I have not.
What's the plan? Are you going back to it anytime soon? I don't remember what you'd said.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I want to try to do Shinobi first.
Okay.
Because the game is just so
we
intimidating
forgot about
at
that.
this point.
They revealed they revealed the third.
Oh yeah, I didn't forget about it. I didn't care.
Yeah,
we already guessed it. It's like it's probably going to be a Yakuza guy.
And it was.
Oh, look, it's a Yakuza guy.
Yeah,
cool.
I feel it's safe but kind of boring as a choice. Yeah. Anyway, so
for something weirder.
Yeah,
but yeah. I've like exactly what you're saying is exactly why I keep thinking like. I mean, I'd like to go back to it, but also like. It just seems like there's so much game there, and I'm not in a mental place to have that much game ahead of me.
Yeah.
That's that much challenging. So I've been kind of putting it off.
Yeah.
And I think I want to tackle Shinobi first.
Well, and like that's kind of like I was saying, like the interesting part about it is that like the stuff that I'm doing right now, I don't necessarily know is pushing me any closer to the to act 3, like to the end goal. But I'm having just so much fun playing through because it's just such a beautiful game and it just plays so damn well. But what I'm going to try to do is, and I know I can do it because there is a native version of it, is I got last weekend, I ordered the new, I think it was new last year technically, but the latest Mac Mini. So that's what I'm recording on tonight. And most of my time this week has been trying to learn the quirks and whatnot of the Mac Mini and the Mac OS operating system. Because I have a MacBook Air that we use at work. However, it's an older model and it's a managed account, so I can't update it to the latest OS and all of those things. And the company decided not to update everybody to the latest OS for whatever reason. So a lot of the things that I can do on the Mac OS on the Mac Mini, I cannot do on the MacBook Air. So like I was familiar with some stuff, but then a really unfamiliar with a lot of it. So most of this week has just been kind of fucking around with the Mac Mini and trying to get comfortable with this new operating system and just figure out all the quirks and the differences with this. And I fucking love it. As an aside, this thing is nuts. It's so quiet. It is so powerful. I have to buy a new monitor because everything looks like shit on this monitor that I currently have because the system is outputting, it's just pushing the monitor, which I know sounds fucking weird, but I have been assured by all of the research that I've done that is what is actually happening, is that this system, the Mac Minis with the M4 chip and whatever, need to be on something, higher than a 720p Vizio TV that I'm currently using as a computer monitor. So, so I'm looking at whatever the next monitor I'm going to get is and all that. And it's just weird. My buddy at work gave me a Magic Mouse, which I don't know if I love or hate.
Oh, I'm a big fan.
I'm not sure.
I'm a big fan. Love my Magic Mouse. I think that's.
I think I like it. I think it's weirdly heavy. It's just so. I don't know if I love the slim profile of it. That I think is the thing that I'm having the hardest time adjusting to. But I do like the scrolling without the wheel and all of that stuff. It's been a really weird week of trying to learn a new operating system while also staying productive and doing the things that I need to do on a computer, like writing my article for this week and just all of that stuff. But it's really fucking awesome, and I really like it, and I think I want to try to put Silk Song on here and kind of go from there and see what's up with that.
Okay. Well, congratulations on your new computer.
Yeah. It's just an excuse to buy more shit. Now I got to get a dock so I can expand the hard drive, because that's the biggest knock on it, right? Is that the base model Mac Minis come with 256 gigabytes of storage, which is like, what are we even doing? Like, come on.
Yeah,
that feels like a dick move.
I want to say a 2 terabyte external, I think.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at so they sell docks for this that have spots for solid state drives. So that's eventually what I think I will get. I'll get the dock and put like a 2 terabyte solid state drive in it or something like that. I'd like to get a new keyboard because the minis don't come with a keyboard, they don't come with a mouse. And I have we had a bunch of old Mac keyboards at work. So I took one of those and it color matches. But I don't know. I think I want something a little different. I definitely don't want a Magic keyboard. That thing's way too fucking small. My hands are just too big for that. It doesn't have a 10 key. I need a 10 key for work. So I'm looking at that and like other upgrades and monitors. And all of this is like in the spirit of like, because I didn't need to get the mini now. But the idea was, if we get this now, we can kind of see what else we need as we build the office around like what the functionality of this thing is going to be. So, yeah, I got to fuck with it a bit, figure out exactly what I need so that as the walls go up and that sort of thing, like we're just kind of designing around what the desk will look like and the functionality that I'll have. So I'm pretty excited about it, though. I really like it.
That's awesome. I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see. I actually had yesterday and today off. I had some user lose time for work and kind of running out of time to be able to use it. So I used a little bit of it yesterday and today. And yesterday was just an absolutely marvelous day. Yesterday was... I still woke up early because I just do that. Woke up.
That's just what happens now.
It's just the way that I work. I woke up early and went to the gym. I had a good chat with my friend Lisa. She's my gym buddy. We were just kind of talk about the nonsense of life, and I made this decision that yesterday. So, like, I had these days off, and the goal was to do some sort of unwinding, right? Because I've been going through a lot, and I'm right on the edge. Like, I'm so close to burning out.
You've been winding.
I've been winding. I'm real close to burning out. I needed to do something. So then, but I didn't make any plans. It's like, well, I'm just going to sit around the house, I guess. But then I made a plan. I said, no, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to run the bridge to Ocean City. Because I've always wanted to do that, and I'm able to do that now. I'm able to run, so
which is exciting.
It is exciting. Ever since they built that bridge, I've always wanted to walk it, and then when I started running, when I was working at the tech center, I was like, I should run that bridge someday, and then I never did. So I finished up. I did my walking at the gym. I didn't do anything other than walking because I knew I was going to go for this run. So I just walked the treadmill to kind of limber myself up a little bit. Came home, took Ellie to her choir practice early before school. Then I came home and walked Hopper. And then I went and got a free car wash because I had this little free car wash membership for like 2 months. And it's almost almost over. But I figured I'd get another, squeeze another free one in there. Filled up my tires, filled up my gas tank, and I drove out to Ocean City. Well, I drove out, right outside Ocean City. I parked my car. I didn't really know where to go. I had to get to the bridge from where I parked, but then like this other car parked behind me, and this lady walked out that seemed like she was gonna run. So I was like, I'm gonna follow you. So I watched where
which isn't creepy at all.
No, not at all. So I watched where she went, and I was like, okay, I see. So you have to walk under the bridge, which was really cool. I've never really walked anywhere near that bridge before. I was going over with the car, and I've just put my headphones on. It was beautiful. It was unbelievably beautiful outside. The sky was, I think, the sun was hitting the water perfectly. The weather was real nice. It was cold and windy, which is exactly what I wanted for while I was running to keep me cool. I was comfortable, and I ran. It was like little over 2 miles each way. There are these really big inclines, which were a real challenge. I walked one of them twice. Like, I walked at 2 different points where I just couldn't do it anymore because those inclines are really brutal. But I did it. I did the whole damn thing. I ran there and back. I was so proud of myself. I just checked something off my list that I always wanted to do. And that was magnificent. I took a couple of pictures, jumped in the SAG Discord. We have a fitness channel in there, and we had a lot of some fun talking about that. I was just so goddamn proud of myself for doing it, and it was so
you should be, man.
Beautiful. It was so beautiful. The air, everything was just. I love being near the ocean, and it just meant everything. It was so wonderful. So I was feeling pretty freaking good after that. So when I was done, it was like 10:30, 10:45-ish, and I knew that what I planned on getting for lunch was my favorite place, Cheeto Burrito. Right, it's my day off.
Right,
I'm gonna hit Cheeto Burrito. And the plan was I was going to go running, and then I was going to go home, shower, and then I was going to go out and get Cheeto. But because it was late enough, I was like, you know what? I'm not moving anytime soon, right? I'm exhausted. My limbs are not friends of mine, so I'm just going to sit here by the water for a little bit, and then I'm going to hit Cheeto on the way home. So this is how we're doing this, because it is on the way home. It's early enough. They open at 11, so I'll get there around like 11:15, and then I can be like eating lunch by 11:30. This sounds like a really good idea, like a really good idea. But then it occurs to me,
I'm into this.
I have a friend who very much enjoys fish tacos, and for some reason has never been to Cheeto Burrito before. And I think of that State sketch, the guy who's delivering the tacos in the mail. Like,
but what we really like is the mail.
You're concerned about the importance of like bills and stuff. Oh, I understand.
I understand.
So it occurs to me that I got nothing to fucking do. I'm gonna buy her a taco. I'm gonna buy a fish taco. I'm gonna drive to her house. She's like, "Yo, Taco Fairy's here." Boom. Made her fucking day. She's happy as a clam.
That's awesome.
Gave her a taco. Went home. I was like, "Look, I can't stay. I got to say hi to her dog. She's got this outstanding dog named Brookie. Love this dog. She's out of her fucking mind. She's like, she's a little bit smaller than Hopper. She's got one of those like non-existent tails. She's a rescue.
Yeah.
And like a little tiny nubbin thing. And she is just pure energy. And every time this dog sees me, she just starts running around. I love this dog. So I got to say hi to
That's awesome.
Got to say hi to Brookie. I got to deliver a free taco. And then I was like, I can't stay. I've got a surf and turf burrito in my car, steak and shrimp, and I am going to destroy that thing. Which is what I did. I left, I went home, this delicious burrito. So good. It was so much food, and I didn't even care, because I didn't really eat enough breakfast before going running, because I didn't want to like fill up and then go running. So I just had like my usual shake I do in the morning. I had my protein shake, and then that was kind of the
you had your lead shake.
I did. I had my Cocoa Pebbles shake, and then I then went running, and so I ate this wonderful burrito, and my stomach was full. I watched an episode of Schitt's Creek, and it's like this is good stuff. This is a good day. But now it is time for me to bathe, because even though it was still cold, I was still pretty nasty. I was still got a little
sure.
It's fine. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take myself a bath. I never take baths. We've got this giant bathtub that I actually fit in. Like, I can lay down in the bathtub. No, I don't really like baths as a way of getting clean.
Right.
But as far as laying in warm water and stretching,
it's lovely.
That just sounds fantastic. So that's what I did. I filled up the tub with scorching hot water, put an episode of Law and Order on my phone, and I just laid in the tub.
Poured myself a glass of wine, lit some candles.
I watched Law and Order, and I laid there in the tub and stretched. It was fucking miraculous. I was I was so relaxed. I almost fell asleep a couple of times. It was great. good episode, decent episode of Law and Order. And then I immediately took a shower afterwards because you don't get clean in a bath. That's just, no.
You don't.
I'm just making me.
No, you're just laying there in your own soup.
No, thank you.
Yeah, it's gross.
But it was super relaxing, and then I felt super clean afterwards. And by then, it was time to move on with my day and pick up the kids from school, help Ellie with her homework, and it's just in really good spirits the whole day. It was magnificent.
That's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. And then I had today. Today was less. Today was considerably less because I had to do a bunch of prep work for the podcast because I didn't get that done during the week. So I was prepping the 10, 20, 30, 40 and writing the script and that stuff. But I went to the gym again this morning and I was like, all right, it's leg day. No, it's not. You just not after yesterday.
Nope,
it's not.
did that yesterday.
I tried doing some like free weights or something. I just tried a few light things, and then Lisa was there again today. She's going on vacation, which makes me sad because one, she's going to Florida, and what the fuck wants to go to Florida? She's not super jazzed about it, but she's gonna go. She's gonna hit Epcot Center. She's gonna have a good time. She's going there with her husband, and they're gonna have a good time. But she's my gym buddy. So now I don't have my gym buddy next week, so I gotta make myself go and do it alone, and that's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. But yeah, I got to hang out with her a little bit, talk about her trip, and then kind of figure out what I was gonna do with myself today. And I did a few things around the house, a little bit of loafing on the couch. One thing, a friend, so the friend of mine that got me into the gym in the first place. This was Wednesday, I think, when this happened. So she texted me in the morning. It was like, yo, did your gym membership go up? I was like, I don't know. I'm on autopay. I didn't really pay attention to it. I just got to figure if they were going to increase their rates, they'd let me know. And so I was like,
you would think so.
You would think so. But that's exactly what happened. My gym membership was $10 more than it used to be. Like, all right, well, $40 a month is
paper towel holders, Chris.
Yeah, paper towel holders. $40 a month is what I was paying. And I know you can get gym memberships for way less than that, but those gyms are farther away from my house.
Yeah.
But now it was closer to $50 a month. I was like, well, I'm going to go in and have some words with these folks. So I went in and I was like, what the hell, man? And I was like, yeah, we raised our prices a while back, but like we grandfathered people in on their old prices, and but we raised the price, and this is what it is now. Then I looked at the sheet that was down on like the counter in front of me, and I was like, well, this is my old price. What's this? It's like, oh, that's just the year membership. If you sign up for a year, you get the $40 a month. It's like, I'm not fucking going anywhere. Sure, I'll do the year. It's not like I was gonna not do this for a year, so sure. But my friend, she was just like, fuck this place. She's kind of had one foot out the door for a little while now. She doesn't go as often as I do anymore. And this was kind of like the last straw with her. And I was like, well, where are you going to go? And she's like, oh, I'm going to try Attilis. It's this other gym that's over in Galloway. Now, it's like an 8-minute drive, 8 to 10 minute drive from my house, as opposed to I want to say literally 1.5 minute drive from my house that Wolf Fitness is, which is where I do go.
It's not nothing. It's pretty much nothing, but it's not nothing.
It's pretty much nothing except for what time of day it is. This is morning time. This is the time before getting the kids to and from school. So every minute is very, very important during this time of day. But in the interest of doing my due diligence, because I am trying to take this fitness stuff more seriously, it is a part of my everyday life now, but I like our rinky-dink little gym. Like Wolf Fitness, it's not a great gym. The equipment could be better. It's tiny, but it's very well lit. It's one room that I can see everybody in there at any time. I don't know why that's a comfort to me, but it is. But
I mean, it is. That's all that matters.
In the interest of, I looked at the website for this Attilis place, and it's like, okay, it's 3 floors, it's they've got a metric ton of equipment. Like, there's just all kinds of stuff there. So she said she was going to Attilis, and I was like, all right, I'll check it out. She's like, oh, I mean, the reason I left in the first place was so she left Attilis in the first place to come to Wolf. One, because Wolf is closer to home. And that is, again, in the mornings, very important. But also,
very important.
Attilis, as she explained it, was very red. And
sure,
right after the election, just didn't seem like a place she wanted to be. So
sure,
I was like, yeah, I
get that.
I understand that. I get that. But here we are. So I owe it to myself, what the hey, let's take a ride out there. So I dropped the kids off school the next day. And this must have been Tuesday, because I still had Wednesday. So I think this was Wednesday when I went to go look at it. I dropped the kids off at school, and I drive over to Attilis. And, you know, it's a couple more minutes. It's a little bit more of a little bit more time in the morning, getting my ass at the door and getting out there. But I'm like, okay, this place, it's what I was expecting, right? Because I've never really been in another gym before, right? I know my gym, my rinky-dink little gym, but I just assume other gyms are really, really nice. And I was expecting that scene from Clerks, you know, like where, you know, I don't want to.
Yes.
You work at a video store. I work at a shitty video store. I want to go to a good video store.
I want to go to a good video store.
I was expecting to walk into this 3-story gym with equipment everywhere and just fall to my knees and be like, good Lord, it's beautiful.
Everything I've been missing.
Yes. I had no idea how much better things could be. So I pull into the parking lot, and there's a Cybertruck there, and I'm like, well, this is already making me nauseous.
This is off to a terrible fucking start.
This could not be currently going worse. It wasn't just a Cybertruck. It was one that somebody had painted. Like, it was a white Cybertruck with, like, writing on the side. I'm like, so I already want to fucking vomit. But
yeah,
got out of the car. I went inside. Now, one of the plus sides to Attilis is that it is always staffed. Wolf, not so much. You can, like, swipe a card to get inside. It's 24 hours, but there isn't always someone working there. You just, like, good luck.
I'm just going to the gym.
Yeah. If something's broken, come back during regular business hours. I don't know. But Attilis always has somebody working there. They're not 24 hours, but they're close enough for me. I think they open at like 4 or some shit like that. So I walk in, and it's muggy. Because this is an enormous space. An enormous space, especially full of people, is a lot harder to climate control than a tiny little gym, which is always at like the perfect temperature and never humid. That is immediately what I noticed when I walked in there. I was like, the air does not feel as good. So, okay, strike 2. So I wait at the front desk, and nobody ever shows up. I was only there for a minute or two, but I was told there was going to be somebody at the front desk.
But still,
look around, right? So then I was like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to start wandering around. And as big as...
I'm going to go start working out.
Oh, I definitely wasn't going to do that, because I already did that morning. So I started wandering around, and like, yeah, there is a lot more, and it is a much bigger space, but it didn't feel bigger. Like, everything was very, very close together. They have so many more machines, but it just felt kind of claustrophobic, which was weird because it's a huge open space, but there was just a lot of activity. There's like, you know, super big roided out pictures of dudes on the wall, like Schwarzenegger at his absolute most ripped, you know, like lots of those very large pictures all over the walls. Lots of meatheads walking around. Again, everyone seemed friendly. There wasn't a negative vibe. It didn't seem like anyone was judging anybody else, because there were other people that looked like me too. But there was definitely meatheads there. It was a very different vibe. I checked out the second floor. I checked out the third floor. Apparently there's a pool connected to it, but was sold off. So now the pool's not a part of the gym anymore. And like, that would have been a pretty heavy selling point for me, because I love swimming.
Right.
If I could go swimming every fucking day, I would. But that's apparently not an option. They don't have saunas. They have steam rooms, but they don't have saunas. And I rather like the dry saunas that I sit in at Wolf.
Yeah.
except for the one that that's in the men's room right now is, I want to say an extreme fire hazard. The little, I don't know how extreme it is, but the device that controls it has always been like a bit wonky because people had like ripped the buttons out or something. Now, like the whole thing is like, there's this little plastic stick attached to it and a paper note in the dry sauna next to exposed wires, a paper note that says, use this to push the buttons. Like you have to like shove this stick in there. And this is what I'm talking about. That's my gym, right? Sure, it's not safe, but it's got character.
That's right. Average Joes, man. Exactly. That's what we are.
Oh, fuck's sake. So like, yes, it would have been the same price for way more equipment, and a generally nicer, quote unquote, nicer,
safer
place. But I can walk to my gym, and I frequently do. I can ride my if I'm in a hurry, I can be there in a minute, a literal minute, 60 seconds from my driveway to the parking lot. Also, parking lot never full, plenty of parking.
Yeah, that's big.
Get to Attilas.
That's big. No Cybertrucks.
I had to drive past that Cybertruck and then find a parking spot. And then when I was leaving, I had to make a very busy left turn. And that was also very obnoxious.
I don't like that.
No. Don't care for that. So
not a fan of that.
I am sad that my friend is leaving the gym, but also like not that sad. Like, well, I'm gonna miss you, but I'm not following you to this gym. Absolutely not. Sorry.
This gym sucks on toast.
I'm sure it's great for the people that go there, but my shitty gym is right up that's my speed right there. So how was that story? That was an interesting experience. Because I was kind of sad because she was the one who got me into the gym in the first place. Like I wouldn't be where I am right now if not for her. And by extension, my friend Lisa got into the gym because of me, and she wouldn't be where she is by extension from that whole thing. The train's a little off the rails, and I'm definitely going to miss having her around. But I can't switch gyms. No, not for that place. Not going to happen. Because like I was also looking like, okay, so this one they want, if you're not on a year plan, it's $50 a month, but I'm on $40 a month. All right, well, how much is Planet Fitness?
$50 a month. Plus the opportunity to poke shit with a stick.
Exactly, right?
Like, don't undersell it.
Fuck no. But I looked up, like, Planet Fitness. You can get a Planet Fitness membership for, like, $15 a month. That's a huge savings. But it's also, like, almost 20 minutes away. Like, that changes my...
That's maybe too much.
That changes the entire dynamic. That means I gotta be, like, up and out the door by, like, 4:30 if I'm gonna get actual exercise in. And then be home in time to take the kids to school. Like it's just it's too much out of my.
That's very different.
That's a very different animal right there. So this is worth the money to me, and that's where I'm sticking it. So Wolf Fitness it is. Good job, fellas. Apparently they're putting in dunk tanks at some point. They're not dunk tanks. They're some sort of cold immersion tanks, but I think they're dunk tanks. I don't know what they are. I don't know where the fuck they're going to put them. I have no idea where they're going to put them.
That's what they are.
Yeah, little targets.
No, you were right.
Yeah, they're definitely dunk tanks.
Yeah.
So, video games. I have been playing some. They put Mario and Wario on the Switch Online, which is a game I have always wanted to play, and now I've finally started playing it, and it's pretty fun. Once you kind of get into it, like the first couple of levels, I'm just like, I'm not really sure I understand what the game is here. You're just like, okay, Mario's going to walk in a line, and there's like 3 squares. Fill in the squares, and then Mario can walk across it. Okay. But like a handful of levels in, it was really just like I'm playing tutorial levels. Like, okay, this is how this works. This is how this works. And then things start to get complicated. I'm like, I see how this game can be fun. And it genuinely is. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty solid time so far. I do wish I liked the music a little better. The music's not great, but outside of that...
That's a bummer.
Yeah, a bummer, but I haven't heard a ton of it yet, because like, I haven't put a lot of time into it. But the time that I have put into it, I am genuinely enjoying, and that makes me really happy. The other thing I have been playing is Aria of Sorrow. I think I mentioned it last week that I started playing Aria of Sorrow. I have to say...
I don't remember if you did or not.
I love Dawn of Sorrow, and I haven't gone back to Aria of Sorrow in a long time. And I gotta say that I have a couple of complaints about Aria of Sorrow. Besides it being a Game Boy Advance game, and Game Boy Advance games just kind of irk me in a lot of ways unless they're done exactly right. Like something like the sound quality is always just a little bit off. The screen size is so weird. But Aria of Sorrow's got a lot of weird map design. Like there are a lot of areas and things that have no purpose, which is not something that you want from like a really tight. When you think of the tightly designed, the best kind of Metroidvania is like Super. There's no area in Super Metroid that's like, well, this is pointless. There's always something to it, you know. And in Symphony of the Night is the same way. Aria of Sorrow's got a lot of these little like nooks and crannies that you can get to relatively easily. You can stand there and be like, okay, why is this here? It's just there because it looks neat. Like there is a little bit of that stuff throughout the map, like lots of little ledges you can get on that don't do anything. They don't lead to anything. There's no wall to break. There's no secret item hidden there. It's just like, here's a really suspicious looking ledge. And there's another one. And there's another one. There's a bunch of that kind of stuff floating around this game. And it's like, just kind of irking me a little bit because it's not as tightly designed as this series has, really is known for. So,
right.
I don't know. It wasn't grabbing me the way that I wanted it to. It wasn't scratching the itch. I know I should be playing Castlevania because it is that time of year, but I've just been having a hard time getting into the holiday spirit this year. It's just I got too much else going on. It was too hot for too long, and it's just I don't know. I'm not in a Halloween mood. So I switched over to Metroid Zero Mission because I really wanted to play Metroid. And I just jumped into my head like I really feel like playing some 2D Metroid. And I was playing before going to bed. I grabbed my 3DS and played a little bit of the NES Metroid on it. But what I really wanted to play was Zero Mission. So I started playing some of that, and god damn, that game holds up. It's just so fucking...
It's really good.
It's so good. And the fact that it's so guided was really right where my brain was at. It's like, I don't really need to think about anything.
Right.
I don't have to worry too much about getting lost. I'm just going to go. And it was that scratched the itch. That made me feel really good. The only other thing I want to mention is John got Pokemon Legends ZA. My sister bought.
Oh, that's fun.
My sister bought it for him for his birthday at my recommendation.
Nice.
Was bothersome to me because, I was going to get it for him, and I offered to get it for him for his birthday, and he said, "No, I'll wait till Christmas. I'd rather get more presents now." And then he kind of regretted.
Smart man.
He regretted that decision because now Pokemon Legends was going to be out, and he was going to have to wait like 2 months in order to get it.
But
my sister was just like, "So I didn't buy your kids any birthday presents yet this year." I was like, well, if you're looking to buy them, buy John something.
As it just so happens.
I have a great idea. So Aunt Jess gets all the credit for Pokemon Legends ZA. But
of course.
But also, the important thing is that he got it, and he really loves it. It does look considerably better on Switch 2 than Switch 1. And because we got the Switch 1 version so that he can still play it in his room if he wants to.
Right.
But, we can still upgrade that to the Switch 2 version, whereas I'm pretty sure the Switch 2 one you can't put in your Switch 1. So, I don't know. Regardless.
Because that's definitely not needlessly confusing.
No. I mean, I get it. Like, it's a Switch 2 game. You can't play Switch 2 games on Switch 1. But if you buy the Switch 1 version, you can buy the little upgrade pack to make it the Switch 2 version. So, it does make sense. It's weird, but I remember this kind of stuff on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. It's just kind of the nature of the beast of the newer stuff doesn't work on the older stuff. The older stuff can work on the newer stuff. Regardless.
Yeah.
It's an interesting game so far. I haven't seen a lot of it because he just talks so much while he's playing these games. It can be kind of hard to be around. And I've had other things to do. But, you're in this Lumiose city, and the battling is completely different. It's the battling is fully active. So you can move around freely, and you as your trainer can move around. Your Pokemon will kind of follow you and move around. At least I think that's what's going on. But the way that the battle
that's what seems to be happening.
Right, because I'm not controlling it, right? So I can't say for sure, is he controlling the Pokemon and the trainers following him around, or is he controlling the trainer and the Pokemon's following him around? But either way, you can lock on to your opponent, and then what you do is so it's almost turn based, but not really, because like there's there's like move cooldown, right? You press one of the shoulder buttons, I think, and you have like your moves show up as the different face buttons, and so you do that move, and then that move goes on cooldown while the little bar fills back up. But you don't have to wait for that move to refill to do a different move. So you can do like
oh, that's kind of
tackle,
cool.
and then wait a second, and then do like tail strike or something like that. So you can kind of keep moving, but so can your opponents. So it's a really neat little active battle mechanic, and once John got the hang of it, he's really enjoying it, and he's super into the lore. There's lots of mega evolutions that are apparently a big deal. There's this one new mega evolution that I saw a picture of today that's absolutely hysterical. I don't remember the name of the right there. Star.
Is it the Star?
Yeah, the
Starmie.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's just got legs. This shit's hysterical.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great. Just stretched it. That's all. Mega evolution.
That's it.
Call
Just made it bigger.
Just made it taller. Okay. Fucking hilarious.
10 out of 10. No notes.
Yep.
It's fucking great.
That's all I want. So that was good. I was late onto the show tonight because we went to trunk or treat, and Ellie was dressed. Ellie and her friends dressed up as Huntrix from the K-pop Demon Hunters, and she looked great. I made her a spear to go with her outfit, and she spray painted her hair pink to match the character. She looked great. All three of the girls looked great. It was awesome. They're gonna go again on Halloween, but what they don't know is that, and I was gonna do it tonight, but I decided that since the girls were there was a better than even chance the girls were just going to go off on their own and the parents were going to stick behind, that I bought myself the costume of the villain of the movie.
Oh, nice.
They do not know this. So on Halloween, I am going to be Demon Genu, and that does involve shaving my beard.
Oh no.
It'll grow back.
Can't do it.
It'll grow back.
Can't do it, Chris.
I gotta do it.
No.
It's the only way the makeup's gonna look good. So I'm gonna do it, and I'll be really weird looking for a couple of days, and then I'm just gonna grow it back in no time. But it's going to make all the difference. It's going to make the kids very excited.
That's fucking love there, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
People don't understand. That's fucking love, dude.
I haven't seen my chin in years, and I'm pretty sure after I'm done wearing all this makeup, she's not going to be thrilled with my face. And I'm pretty sure nobody is. But fuck them. Fuck them. That moment when she sees me dressed up as Demon Genu is going to be great. I'm pretty sure all three of the kids are going to love it. And I'm really excited.
That's outstanding.
Yeah, we're going to go. The three of them are going to get together in their Huntrix outfits again and go trick-or-treating, and then I'm going to wear the outfit because that's the time that I'm actually going to be really with them walking around, because we got to walk them through the neighborhood, whereas trunk-or-treat, tonight we were kind of all over the map. Not as many cars at trunk-or-treat this year, probably because everything's more expensive. Required you to have at least 1,000 pieces of candy in order to get a car, and I can't afford to buy 1,000 pieces of candy. I'm sorry.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money to just spend. And we definitely weren't alone in that, because there's several. It was a lot quicker of a night than it usually was, and their candy haul was way smaller because not as many. Most people were giving out all right, Tootsie Rolls and Dum Dums. That's what you can. That's if we can afford to get large.
It's what we can afford. Yeah.
Anyways,
I mean,
that's that. That was my week. It's been an interesting week, but I do feel considerably more well rested. Aside from the fact that I've had to get up, I've still continued to get up early for the gym, because that's very important for me to not stop doing. And I get a lot out of it. And did that run and delivered a taco, made somebody's day. It's good stuff.
Delivered a taco. I mean, what more can you ask for?
I had a road empanada on the way there. For? Right, because I was
I love road empanadas.
I was so hungry.
That's what I call it too. That's also what I call it, Chris. Road empanada. Yeah.
Well, I was one for the road. Like, I needed to eat something on my way to eating something.
You follow the good book?
I just ran a fucking bridge. I was tired. I was very hungry. Needed an empanada for the street. For the streets.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's for the street.
All right. That's it. That's that. We're done. We're done. That's it.
Put a fork in them.
Put a fork in it. Apologize in advance. For the next 2 weeks, I am going to be editing the show. So if it sucks, blame Evan for not being here.
That's right. I don't think we came up with any song lyrics in this week's episode.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
You know what? That's the things. When you never know what's gonna jump into my head while we're editing. While I'm editing.
Yeah, it's got to be organic.
Exactly.
You know,
I don't want to.
Can't plan for these moments.
I'm not gonna do the same trick twice, like having us do accents during. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that twice. It's funny once. The second time, it's just gonna feel forced.
Yeah. Think about what's going to happen if you were to do it for, say, a third, fourth, and fifth time.
3 times is poetry.
Right. It's like poetry. It's like they rhyme. You know. Thanks, George Lucas. Twat.
It's nothing like the casual twat. Anyway. That's
how I got cancer.
That is our show. Join us next time for something Halloween related. We don't really know what we're doing. We'll figure it out. Or we won't, and we'll just fucking wing it.
Yeah. Either way.
You'll
be here. I'll be here.
We're going to be here. And it won't be this late either, because there's no trunk or treat next week. But Halloween's on a Friday.
That you know of.
Like Halloween's on a Friday. We're going to have to figure that shit out. Oh, boy. There's also another Friday that we're going to have to work around. Karen got tickets to a concert like a long time ago.
What concert?
I have no idea. It's not a band
well then no.
that I know. And
then
also,
that's not good enough.
I feel like at this point, even going to a concert is spending money that we shouldn't. But hey, podcast for another podcast. We're on most social media platforms, and if you want to get in touch with us, we aren't very difficult to find. All it takes is a quick look at our show notes, and you'll see links to our social media accounts, as well as all manner of other fun stuff, like a link to our namesake, StoneAgeGamer.com, and more useful links than you can shake a joystick at. If you'd like to get early access to this show's episodes, as well as a bevy of other shows in the Geekade Podcast Network, check out our Patreon, also linked to in the show notes. It helps keep this show running week after week, and all our patrons are loved and appreciated. This show's theme song, Squared Roots, was written by banjo guy Ollie. You can learn all about his wonderful music and more by following a link to his YouTube channel, also in the show notes. And finally, I'd like to, tell Evan that I really like him and I miss him. But not thank him for editing, because he's not doing that this week. Or next week. That's me. So on behalf of Dan and myself,
what a prick he is.
Keep playing games.